Welcome back to Icarus. My name is Nilaus and I am loving this game. It's funny how I just got really angry with the game when I played it like 1.5 years ago, and it's actually not a whole lot of things that they've been fixing since then, but what they've been fixing is a lot of the really annoying parts, like the fact that you can actually just hold a light is really nice, and the perpetual world, so you can actually bother to build a nice house like this instead of just knowing that it'll be thrown away after you complete the mission. So I think those are really nice things. Also, of course, other things, and as well as more content is super nice as well. Let me see. I have, let me see the food we have available. We have some crispy bacon, we have some cooked meat, and we're gonna get one more crispy bacon here. There, and then consolidate these so they don't go old so fast. And we are going to take, let's get a bread as well. We are gonna be heading out today for a mission. And I think I want to... What do we want to get? Let's get this one. Oops. There. Alright, so we have some food in our inventory that should be good. And we need a little bit of light. Alright, so what we want to do in this episode is that if we look at the tech tree, there's something I really want. And that is basically anything beyond this point requires electricity, which we don't have. But we're working on it. We'll get some water wheels. We actually have placed the water wheels, but we just haven't used them. But I really want to get the composite chest armor. But composite requires, well, composites. So I do need to do this. So now it's done. It is selected. We're going to need all the other things, and this one requires electricity as well, so can't really get it. But the issue here is that composites, 24 composites, 18 composites, 8, 12, 8, and 12. So that's a lot of composites, and composites are made up here, composite paste, and it requires iron ore, silica ore, and gold ore. Now, iron ore, we can get that pretty easily with all of the perpetual miners or deep mining drills we have, but gold ore, that's kind of rare. So gold ore is going to be our nemesis. What I have done is I have been roaming around like crazy just to find a location that has some setup with some deep mining gold ore, and I found them right here. There's a cave, and there is a location here, and there's actually just happens to be one more next to it. So what we want to do is we want to make 2 of these miners and head out for a mission to get that, and then clear out whatever's in there. It's a little bit further away from our base, so it'll be some nice interesting things. So we need some steel, we need a lot of electronics. Electronics will be our issue here. We are going to need some refined gold, so we did happen to just find a little bit of gold here, and that should be enough to get us going. We also need some steel, right? Yep, some steel. So let's get over here, get some of that in and some of that. And let's see, what else do we need? We need a lot of copper. Luckily, we have a cabinet full of copper here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe that's fine. I think that's exactly what we need. All right, can I get 20? That is exactly what I want. 20 of those. And what else do we need for this? We have everything. Okay, so we can get 2 of these going. Research-wise, or inventory-wise, this is crispy bacon, so I can renew it. I need to renew it before... And I can renew that as well and just eat that. There we go. So now we have long durations on everything. There we go. And you're going to go into here. All right. That is it done? Why not? Oh, epoxy. All right. Luckily, we have epoxy over here. One of these is epoxy. There. That one. Get the epoxy. Get in here. Build 2 of these. Oh, come on. More copper, that's fine, and more epoxy, that's also fine. Let's get all the epoxy. And there, and these 2. Great. So we get 2 of these. Brilliant. Then they are going to get into my inventory where they belong. And on top of that, we are going to go over here to get some canisters. 1, 2 canisters. And then we kind of have to think about whether there's anything else. There's an aluminum. I have been going out and just replenishing things out here. Let's have a look at our armor. Oh, another thing here is this is kind of running low because we're using it all the time. So get that back in. This is just chugging along. That's really nice. And gradually filling up these, which takes forever to fill them up. But it will get going. Cool. Let's have a look. All right. I am going to basically, this is how I do this. When it comes to normal animals, that kind of thing, we are going to just use our bow because there's no reason to get anything more fancy than that. You can also see we have another mission of hunting rabbits. Those just Those are just really tough to find apparently, and apparently they are dreadful in terms of sort of. I need to hunt them in order to make it safe for future prospectors. I don't know what these rabbits do, but we gotta get that rabbit population down. I guess you have to be Australian to understand why you'd want to cull any and all population of rabbits. Yeah, see, bit of reference there. And we are just gonna follow along this line and see if we find anything along the way. We'll just shoot basically whatever we find. What do we have here? Nothing. There's something up here. Little rabbit, maybe? Maybe a rabbit? Maybe? It's a rabbit. Alright. Chase. Before it breeds. There we go. We got it. Cool. So now we're up to 11 rabbits. Don't even bother with skinning. Is that a rabbit? It could be. It's pretty small. Or it's a bird. Could be an IKEA bird. Oh, look at that. That's a dead rabbit. Sweet. That's... Is that a rabbit as well? Are you kidding me? We're just rolling in rabbits here. Okay, it's a rabbit island. 1000 damage to the rabbit. That's cool. I did not see that coming, that we would find a rabbit island. There. We're done. We're done with the mission. Sweet. Let's see what we get for culling the rabbit population. Oh, there it is. There. Whoops. Some advancements on knife melee damage, or what is that? Buckshot and condensed enzyme. I don't know what condensed enzyme is. Lagos unit enzyme extraction team returned after many casualties with these. Casualties from rabbits or what? We'll take these two. Cool. And that is done. We are continuing. No, that's north. The other north. This one. Alright, let's head on down here and see if we can what we can find. And we found a way to our location. Am I still... Oh, I'm still burning this, even though it's the middle of the day. Alright, there's also another one out here, and I think I put a pillar... Yeah, always put a pillar here, so it's much easier to see. And we are then going to build a mining location at this point. Great! It turns out to be so much easier and crisper than I had anticipated. There we go. Go in here, get a canister. That should give us about 150 gold over an extended period of time. I don't know how long it is, but a couple of days in game. Then we just return, and then it'll used all of the resources up and going further. But interesting also that this location is somewhat buggy in terms of lagging a bit. All right, let's switch to this one because we will definitely have some cave beasts. And we can also just do this one. Use a pill. And we will no longer be affected by any of the parasites on the cave pneumonia. Go in. There must be one more. There's one more here. Go. Come on. And oh, perfect. And we get the other one. Yeah. And get it. And actually, did I forget to activate the other one? Pretty sure I did. Pretty sure I did. And while we're here, it's pretty obvious that we haven't mined out everything in this location. So I'll be emptying what I have, as well as first thing I need to do is run out and get a few slope pieces so I can mine the stuff up here. Probably need to kill things again, and then I'll also just check if I remember to load the other one or activate the other one. I did not activate it, so that kind of sucked. Anyway, that's good. Good enough that we remembered it. Otherwise, it would be a little bit sad. Let's see what we got. A lot of this here. What do we have over there? Oh, it's just a bug. Oh man, this location is incredibly laggy. This is ridiculous how laggy this area is. I don't know why. I was kind of hoping that it would be like, okay, the first time you get to an area, it's laggy because it loads it, the assets and all that stuff. But it's like every time. Alright, we're coming back in here. Let's see. It respawns. Of course it does. Moving forward. And the other one down here. Dead. Alright, nothing there. And we'll go up here. And then should be something over here. Nope, doesn't trigger. And what I want to do is, I want 3 of these. It just makes it so much easier to take stuff like this. Go up and start mining this. Alright, so we're going to be taking out whatever mines we have in this location and getting that sorted before heading out again. And mining is just ridiculously good for XP. We have now gotten to level 39 and this is the last thing we have in this location. And come on, you can mine it without silly jump mining, right? Nope, we're gonna have to do silly jump mining. Alright, and we are still having pretty good inventory, so that's surprisingly good. And this one also comes out there. I think we got everything in this zone. So the only thing we sort of have left is just to check if we have gotten anything here in the meantime. So it's not much, but we'll take the 7. We'll just have to remember. Oh, look at that. There's another one over there. There's always more. There's always more. And our inventory is kind of getting a little bit full, so that's also pretty nice. We're going to be going home with this and then just reserving all of the gold ingots. No, actually that's not true, because I wanted to save the gold ore for the paste, but that's too early to save it for the paste. If I save it for the paste, then I'm not able to make enough electronics, and we need like an absolute insane amount of electronics. Oh, hello, by the way. That one, we'll keep these. This one, and take this out, and don't take this. And you know, I'll keep this here for another rainy day. I don't think we really need to keep stone around. Stone is just whatever. We can probably get some more stone. And despite everything, we're just gonna go to the other location just to see what we got. And welcome to buggy area or laggy area. Oh, that's a Komodo. Oh. It's probably a little hostile because it's probably one of those corpses I left behind. Oh, and there's also now a wolf. Why is the wolf not eating the deer? Goodbye. And let's just go here. We don't need all of that other thing, so we get another 7 here. Great. And just lag our way out. Lag the hell out of there. Alright, let's go away. We have 42 seconds on our bread, so this has been an absolutely perfect run. Except for the lag, of course. I don't know. It just seems weird that there are these things. Okay, so here's a little musing while we run back. If this game has been out for 1.5 years, and there are things like, oh, this area is super buggy and has always been, or I've been falling through rocks, and I remember falling through rocks a lot in the early game. Like, that to me is not sort of like about incompetence of developers or anything like that. I think it's about sort of the product management part. This is a product management responsibility to make sure that you're prioritizing not just adding cool new features like the thumper, which is a nice feature to add, but also because this game is super feature rich. Like, there's so many bells and whistles here, and you can do so many things like the water management and the electricity management. Like, there's so much, and then I would say, well, there are still things that are just in the game that haven't been. Oh yes, I wanted that stick. I think that haven't really been touched for 1.5 years. Something that you'd say I would prioritize in my product. Like, people get frustrated when they fall through the ground, when there's massive lag spike. Those are the kind of things that make people stop playing games. If there's maybe a missing new feature, well, I think we can live without that for a bit. But it's just more fun to add features instead of fixing things that... Oh, hello. Instead of fixing things that are just kind of boring, and also probably time consuming as well. We'll take some of this. Why not? We always need a bit of coal. And we're a little bit over. So I think that it's kind of like, come on, focus on the right things. If they start adding more new cool features, I mean that's nice and all, but I'd rather have some of those quality of life things fixed, like performance, glitches, lag, yeah, environment, that kind of thing. But that's just me. Then again, if we, well, no, I do know that. Every time I see a small game that's super crisp, then I'm just happy. I'm just happy, and so that is just my preference in this regard. Anyway, we have returned home after a little bit of ranting and raving on the way back, and we are going to be unloading all of our stuff in here. Let's see, we're going to get a lot of copper in, a lot of iron in. Oh, should we get the iron in? I'm kind of thinking maybe we shouldn't get the iron in, and yeah, we'll have so much that we'll eventually have what we need. Okay, and over here we can get gold ore, and then there, because we are going to need a lot more. Even the gold ore is kind of, yeah, platinum as well. And the iron, do we have a way to put iron? This is for all the more advanced stuff like that, and platinum, gold, steel, and titanium. All those will just be moved over here. I don't know why they moved so far away, but that's apparently where I want them. Titanium as well. Salt, and then that can give me a sense of how much I have. Like putting steel in here is kind of feels wrong. Let's put the steel in here, and that have to this be the home for the steel. Weird, but maybe it is. Cool. Let's see. The iron ore. We can use the iron ore to make more arrows, and I think I need a little bit more arrows. I think we also have all of that. Where is that? That's over on this one. We make the flint arrows. I still like. Oops. I like the flint arrows. That's a little bit much. Let's make it 50. There. And how many do I have? I have 22. There. That's 48. That's a good number to have in my inventory. I'm actually going to just put the rest in here just because. And over here we can get more. This is actually bone is the main part that we use for making epoxy. There is another way to make epoxy, but that's relying on sulfur and tree sap. It's also kind of fine, but I think kind of want that. All right, so we'll just sort out all these things and then move into the next topic. All right, things are churning and we're ready to sort of our next endeavor. And our next endeavor is all the way up here, and it's looking a little bit into the electricity part. So biofuel generator is one option, but we also have unlocked over here some water wheels. So we have 2 water wheels that should potentially give 2,000 each. And that will hopefully be enough to this one. Yeah, at least for now, 2,000 each, and they are in my inventory. So I think the first thing we want to do is just try to place them maybe, or actually there's another thing. There's this thing here, electricity tool. I don't know what it is. 4 carbon fiber, 8 refined gold, and 20 copper ingots. Let's grab that and put it in here. So it was 8 of this. Oops. Yeah, we have a little bit more. 2 and there. So that's 8, and carbon fiber. I have a little bit of this. There, 4 carbon fiber and 20. Yeah, so I don't know what that tool is. I'm hoping that it's for connecting electricity, so we will just have a look at what it does. There we go. I have it now. And tool to help create and reconnect. Sweet. We'll put it down here. And actually we'll put it down here. And that one. This doesn't matter. Let's go downstairs into the dangerous pit. Like, this thing is incredibly dangerous. These are just killing me as soon as I start looking at them in the wrong way. So let's deploy this part here. Maybe we can. It must be in water. You don't say. You don't say. Colliding. Okay, so there's a little room here, but not much more than that, it seems. It's colliding with other things. If I just trying to. Oh, look at that. That's much better. Here we can build one. And the other one. I'd like to have 2 of these next to each other. Oh, yes. There we go. Ta-da! Water wheels are done. Now let's figure out what that electricity tool does. Electricity tool. I'm clicking it. Drop item. Place wire. Okay, so I place wire here and then... Oh, I drag it up. Nice. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. So here and there. So that's now consolidated at this point. What if I take from this location and just go up? And then see if that is still... Oh, it's visible here. That's probably going to be really ugly. That's interesting. Cancel placement. Place wire. I wonder how I don't want to run this power here. Okay, let's try to do it the other way around. Over here, we're going to have something that requires electricity. So, oops. So let's start by looking like this. And then maybe saying it'll probably be a location here. And then it'll probably be a location here as well. Would be a nice place to build it. There. And we'll probably also get it, I don't know, maybe maybe let's put it here. Good. That's probably fine for now. And then I want to make something that uses electricity. First of all, this one, I think, has to be going downstairs. So let's click from this location. It gives weird curves. So let's see if it's unsnapped when I get far away. Nope. The funny thing is I can't really say where it's supposed to go. What if I build it like there? Is that a thing? And how do I remove these? Oh. I did have something kind of remove wire. If I hover over it. Place wire. How did I remove? Oh, here. No. Water wheel. Wire. I don't know. I think I just saw something where it said remove wire. Place wire onto that one. Great. Now, how do I remove this? Cancel play items. They're not clickable. Press to interact. That's not a thing. And yeah. Can we just... Oh, if I press Y, it might be like... Yes, okay, this is weird. Because I want to get this out of the way. I would hope that that's the electricity tool I need it. What if I do that? Nope. I really feel that that should be some kind of way to remove a wire. Instead of just consolidating it. Yeah? Alright, I'm gonna have to mess with this to try to figure it out. Alright, at long last, I found out you hold it here, you have the tool available, and then you right click on the actual little gizmo thing. So I had to delete the other one because I thought it would then remove, but now we know. That's how it's done. There. Alright, so we now have another... Go over to our electricity to... Oh, I guess this was connected and connect down here. Yes. So, that should give us a connection. And we also have a little power. Alright, so now I need something before, right here that can actually use the power. Yay! That is cool. Now what would that be? That would be the material processor. That's kind of what we want to do. So aluminium 60. 60 electronics. That's insane. Okay, let's make a fridge instead. that I also want. I also want a fridge. That's 20 electronics. Damn, everything needs electronics, and everything electronics needs gold. So we're kind of stuck until we get those 2 gold ones up and running. Let's get the fridge though. Fridge seems like something we'd really definitely want. Okay, let me see what we can do in terms of gold. Not much, I guess. Right, we're gonna have to go out on a longer excursion for us to find some more gold. And there are 2 ways we can do it. We can sit and wait until we get to the point where... Are you attacking? Are you seriously? Seriously, you're attacking? Okay, well that did not go so well for you, did it? Let's try again. Yeah, so we can continue to go out, or we can go up here. There's a mine up here. And then we can just spend some time on getting the mine, and hopefully we get a little bit of gold from that mine. Yay, or we don't. And then we go, time has also passed, and then hopefully our automatic miners have mined some more materials for us. So that is our plan for now. Alright, we found the mine. It is not a big one. As far as I can tell, it's smallest type. And we're going to continue in, just looking for... No gold though. But we're here now. Ow. There you go. No gold, but we'll take what we can get, and then we'll just head back, and then it's time for the other location anyway. Well, at least we get some XP for this. So when I came in, I looked at it and I didn't find any gold, and I've now taken everything. And then just as I'm about to leave, look at that. Beautiful gold deposit for us. Let's see how much we got. 6. It's 14. Maybe we need to get a titanium miner to get better yields from this. And I think it might be like kind of technically inside a wall. There we go. We got it all. And we got 34 gold. Okay, so this one is now empty and done. And if we look at our inventory, it's a pretty good haul. I mean, 34 gold, it's not a lot, but it'll get us 34. Yeah, it'll get us 34. What is it called? Electronics. And I think if we have 7 before, then we actually get to 40. So that's something. Anyway, now it's just the long walk home. I have gotten some talents to make me walk faster when I am over encumbered, because I seem to always be over encumbered because I'm too greedy when I'm going into to these mines. So let's get back, hit it in there, and then go out and see if we can get something from our perpetual iron or perpetual gold miner, or technically deep mining gold miner. Yeah, whatever. Let's get those. So we managed to come home with a lot of goodies. We get these things in here, and we get over on this side. We also get a lot of copper and iron in here. Wow, we are certainly running out of this. And also take... So at this point, I kind of feel we're getting to the point. I know a lot of people are saying it. Like, you get to a point where you just have enough of iron and copper, or at least iron and steel for that matter. So that might be where we are right now, or getting to soon enough. But yeah, well, I want to have too much before I start concluding anything. We can also just basically say at this point, if I want something out of steel, just make it. Oh, this one is activated. Oh, whoa, it's needing coal. That's definitely not what I want. I mean, there's probably nothing wrong with it, but I just don't want to use coal for burning here, because we can use some wood that is a million times cheaper. All right, and the coal will then go into here, and we'll get all of our... And that part will always be a thing. Okay, so what we need to do now is we need to drag our electricity over here, because I actually want to probably replace one of these with a fridge. Yes, that's probably the great place to make a fridge, I think. And if we look at the fridge, let's see, that's here. That's what we want. That's 20 electronics. Let's get that. Aluminium, carbon, and screws. Okay, and it made it in a fabricator. So we are saying aluminium, carbon fiber. How much carbon fiber was it? And steel screws. I don't have steel screws. Let's get some steel screws. Just one. That gets us 100 steel screws. So that's that's something. Let's just make sure that we get the gold first. And we need 20 plus whatever we had over here in the beginning. We had 4. So we're of course 1 off. That one there. That's exactly enough for the electronics we need for the fridge. Let's see. Can we make 20 electronics? Nope. Why not? We're going to make some organic resin, and we're going to need some basically everything. So let's get the organic resin. I think that was this recipe. Organic resin, maxed out, yes. And maxed out, yes. And then epoxy, sure, max out. Whatever we have. Do we have epoxy here? Trees up, trees, oh, epoxy. Yeah, we do have epoxy. Good. That one, yes, yes. And there. And then some copper as well, which is nice because we have too much copper. So let's get that back here. And that should now be enough to 20. Sweet. So 20 of that will get us enough for the fridge, which we'll need to go over to the other location. I wonder if the bolt action is dealing more damage per shot. Oh, we can make more of these, but I don't want to. But we could. And 17, 18, 19, and 20. And we get the screws as well. Did we make some steel screws here? What happened to the steel? Oh, they're in my inventory. And carbon fiber. Let's have a look at all the things. That's 8 carbon fiber and then 40 aluminium. So that's over in this one. 40 aluminium easily to put into a fridge. And let's see. Can we make the fridge? We can absolutely make the fridge. Great. Bring it into inventory. And from here on, now we want to bring our power lines from here. And I kind of want to get them up, maybe? I don't even know how I want to get them, but I think we'll get them. Did I sort of, yeah, kind of tacked it through. We'll put it on the side. It's funny. I think it's deliberately made so that it's not going to look good no matter what you do. Below the ground. Actually, shouldn't I just do the whole thing below ground? Yeah, I think so. I do have it below ground here. What are you, a wolf? I have no type for your wolfing. There. So we do have it underneath here somewhere. From that one. Question is, this is going to look bad up top? I don't know. It might. And, oh, it's going to be a little bit close to get it underneath here. It's nice that this electricity tool doesn't cost anything to build. Like, it's not like I'm needing, I don't know, copper wire for all of this. And then remember, we have lethal fishies down here. Well, it's not like I have to remember. They will kindly remind me about that fact. Oops. You know, just the thing. Messing with wire while you're underneath, live wires even, underneath the water. Probably not great. I think this whole idea of hovering in the water is not good. There you go. So, let's get that to, I don't know, like there. And then go inside. And make something from here. And then try to get it below ground. Ah, there we go. That's actually not bad. That looks like it might be connected. It would also be really nice if there are on and off switches, but that's kind of thing that I hear that doesn't exist. So let's get our fridge. Deploy. And as always, when you place a fridge, I think everyone has tried this before. You need to plug it in, but how the hell do you get the plug on the back side? This is something you can't really do at home. Just tear down the wall in order to get access to the back side of your fridge there and connect it. But that is the luxury of this world here. And rotate it. There. Alright, so is it on? I have no freaking clue. Yes. Connections. It is powered. Woohoo! We have let's put our bacon in the fridge. Yay! Crispy bacon in the fridge. That's probably not so nice, but eat this and take all of this in the fridge. It's weird what we put in the fridge, but we'll put it in the fridge and then see if it lasts longer. It should last longer. Obviously it should. So that is nice. We have a fridge. We have electricity. Luxury indeed. Cool. I think that's going to be where we wrap up for today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Now we looked at some of the deep ore miners for gold, made a little excursion, and on top of that we also managed to figure out how electricity works in this game in in small parts at least. Ow, I just broke my foot. Alright, I'll cut that out. Thank you for watching. Until next time, take care and stay effective.